to do a demonstration using a Jaltest truck diagnostic kit. Now, just a quick reminder that Jaltest truck diagnostic kits could be purchased at Caribbean Tools and Equipment Limited. Feel free to give us a call at 684-5631. Right, so when you open the Jaltest software, you should see a screen like this. This is the full CV software. So we have trucks, we have trailers, we have bus, we have light commercial vehicles, and we have engine and transmissions. Today we're going to scan our MAN truck at MAN TGX. So where you see trucks here, we select that. Select the MAN software. Scroll down until you see TGX. All right. And we're going to scan at 2013 and onwards TGX. We're going to scan the engine. So you want to select engine. Scroll down until you see engine. Then MAN TGX trucks come with an EDC7 engine from Bosch. So you want to know where the diagnostic port is in the truck and the type of diagnostic port. So you see up here where you see connected, select that. And this diagram here will show you where the diagnostic port is in the truck. So it's just to the left of the steering column. And it's a 16-pin connector. Once you've identified these two things, select connect. And once you've entered the system, once you were able to connect to the ECU on the truck, you should see a screen like this. Read fault code reading, fault code clearance, system data, that will give you information about the ECU and so on. Measurements will give you all the parameters on the truck, all the sensor values and actuator values. System checks, I will give you some further actuation tests and maintenance, like for DPF regeneration. So let us just select fault code reading. So this truck has 5 fault codes, and we're just going to take an example. So let us look at the last one, injector rail pressure, lost in trust condition. So you see here where this I sign, it shows show freeze frame data. And that will tell you when the code occurred. And it occurred on the 12/36/2017, the hour 1600, the lamp is on and the system status is active. All right. So this is an active fault code. Where you see this question mark, that means help. Select help. So the good thing about Jaltest has repair manuals. So besides reading fault codes, you are able to get repair information guiding you on what could be the possible cause and how to go about repairing the problem. So we selected help and components of the fault code, and we were able to get this. We were brought to this screen here, and in the screen there are possible fault code causes. So based on this trouble code in the injection system, they gave us some possible causes, right? Fuel leakage in the high pressure circuit, lack of sealing in the pressure limiting valve, defective fuel pump, and so on. And then they give you some components pertaining to the fault code, a pressure sensor on the injector rail, and a metering valve. So let us just select one of the components. All right. So if any of these two components is malfunctioning, or both of them are malfunctioning, it will trigger this fault code. This is basically what this is saying here. So then they go here and they ask you if you want to see information about the component. So let us select that. So here they give you a diagram of the component and the pinouts, pin 1 and 3. And they'll give you a description, a brief description about the component. All right. And the component location on the pressure rail. And here, you could take a multimeter now. And depending on the type of the amount of pressure, you could test the component, you could back probe the component and check to see if you're getting a certain voltage. So say, for example, at 800 bars, you should be getting about 2 volts when you back probe the pressure sensor. So this is one way you could test the sensor to see if it's malfunctioning. All right. And then if you want to go a little more further, all right, We could go to the wiring diagram. All right. Right, so this will give you a wiring diagram of the component here. So you see here, they show you the pressure sensor, and then they show you the ECU. Now, what if you tested the component, the pressure sensor, and the pressure sensor proved to be good? What is the next step? Well, you see these wires here? From pin 61 to pin 1, pin 80 to pin 2, pin 43 to pin 3. You need to take a multimeter and test for continuity. So you're going to check continuity between these three pins here, from pin 61 to 1, 80 to 2, and 43 to 3. All right, just to ensure that none of them are broken. So you have tested the sensor and the sensor is working. You've checked for continuity amongst these wires and they're good. So the last step now is to test or check the ECU. All right, to try to eliminate the problem. So you want to go back now. So the third stage we have is fault code troubleshooting. All right, if you watch here, you will see it here. So we already checked the freeze frame data. We did the help, and now we want to go further into troubleshooting. So let's see like that. Right, so this will give you step-by-step instructions, right? From step 1 right down to step 8. And it will guide you step by step on how to troubleshoot the problem. So say, take for example, step 1. Step 1 will tell you, well, DTC 94 fuel fuel line, pressure fuel line, low pressure circuit. All right. They will give you some guidelines on how to go about checking that issue and how to troubleshoot it. All right. Then it will take you to step 2, check the performance of the injectors, and it will tell you how to check the performance of the injector. They'll go to step 3, check the fuel return, and so on until it will eliminate the problem. All right. Fault code clearance. Once you've repaired the problem, then you can go ahead and clear all the fault codes. System data will give you information about the ECU and so on. All right, the chassis number of the truck and so on. Measurements. Measurements will give you information about all the sensors on the truck. I will battery voltage, vehicle speed, engine speed, and so on. So all the sensors leading to the ECU and all the actuators, you can view them here. All right. System display. Right, so this is an important diagram when checking the fuel system. This will show you how fuel is transmitted from the tank, through the filter, through the pump, and to the injector rail. So as the technician depresses the accelerator pedal, right, you should see an increase in fuel pressure. So this will monitor the fuel as you depress the accelerator pedal. You'll be able to check the pressure before the pump, and you will be able to check the pressure after the pump on the fuel rail. If you feel that there's a clog in the system or there's a malfunction in the system, you should be able to see it from here. So this is a good diagram to help diagnose issues in the fuel system. And you can do some further measurement tests with engine RPM and so on. System checks, cylinder compression cutout, accelerator tests, and so on. We test EGR as well. Maintenance, you could do resetting of the lambda oxygen sensor, reset the MIL lamp, and so on. All right. And data recording, of course, this is when you want to take the truck for a test drive and record the data of the ECU. So you can bring it back to the office and you could compare it. So Jaltest diagnostic kits could be purchased through Caribbean Tools and Equipment Limited. Feel free to give us a call at 684-5631 and we could get you started. So until our next video, I'll see you again.